Hey there, it's Sean, the Stats Geek Ready Group Keller Williams, and we're here talking about the weekly analysis, next level stats that we get from our friends at First American Title. What is happening in the Denver real estate market? This tracks the entire metro area, and the key to these reports is trend lines. We want to watch the trends, up, down, sideways, whatever, so that you can know when the best time to enter the market is for you and your goals, whether it is selling a home, buying a home, or selling a home to buy a home, or making an investment into the real estate market. So as a rule of thumb, the red tints or reds and oranges are good for sellers. The greens and blues are good for buyers, and the yellows are kind of neutral right in the middle. So the first thing that we look at every single report here are the odds of selling. And this is a simple measure of equilibrium between supply and demand. If we saw equilibrium, it'd be like the first week of January when there was about a 50% odds of selling, first few weeks of January. We've been in the 60s now since mid-February, and it's pretty well been in the mid-60s, essentially since the beginning of March. Not much change here, 65.2% odds of selling. The average daily active listing count just measures, 7 days a week, how many average listings are on the market in the metro area. You can see that's moving more to the green, meaning there's more competition if you're a seller, more to choose from if you're a buyer. So the average last week, 4,123. Second week in a row, it's been up over 4,000. Hasn't happened since January this year. New listings hitting the market. 3 weeks in a row, it's been up over 1,100, actually over 1,182. That happened this week. There was 1 week that broke that 1,100 plus streak, and that was most likely due to Easter. And so more listings hitting the market, more average homes or more homes on the market according to the average daily actives. Less homes coming back to market. Here's something new. We haven't seen a number this low all year. That means buyers are holding on to the contracts they have and not canceling out at the rate that we have been seeing, which, is in red for a reason. That indicates strength in the market. Buyers don't want to lose the deal that they fought to get. More expireds and more withdrawals this week, and that's going to happen. You can see it on the expireds about every 4 or 5 weeks, the beginning of the month. For some reason, real estate agents like to list their homes to expire at the end of a month, so that's why we always see more expireds when you have a month turning over. A third week in a row of more than 1,100 homes going to contract, and lots of weeks in a row, save for Easter week, of more than 1,000. So you can see that's stayed pretty consistent there. 1,146 homes going to contract last week. First week in, 5 weeks that we've had over 1,000 closed sales. That's always a lagging measure because those went under contract 4 to 6 weeks ago on average. Predictive MSI stands for months supply of inventory. You can see that's held pretty steady at 0.8 months, pretty much the entire year, save for January. And what that means is there's only 0.8 of a month of supply. To put it in perspective, a balanced market requires 4 to 6 months of supply, and a buyer's market requires 6+ months of supply. So very heavy still into sellers' market territory. Skip over a few of these here. Total number of showings. You can kind of see 2 weeks ago we peaked out over 17,000 booked showings on listings through the metro area, and we're seeing 2 straight weeks of decline. So something to watch there as we approach kind of the peak of selling season, if you will, as school lets out. Showings per listing was 3.7. Average number of showings to get to contract was 13.4. Which is down from the previous 2 weeks. Median days on market remained at 7, and you can see here the percent of listings that either decreased, increased, or stayed the same. The average price reduction was down below 30,000. That is for the first time, looks like all year, which represents a 4% reduction. So if the price reductions are getting smaller, obviously those are in red for a reason. That's better for sellers. Hope you enjoyed this. If you do, make sure to do all the YouTube things, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next week.